Interest in solar energy generation is growing in Mason County. Just ask the representatives of Mason County Public Utility District 3. Justin Holsgrove says PUD3's community solar array has been up and running for almost a year atop the two warehouse buildings behind PUD3's Johns Prairie Road offices in Shelton.
We have 110 participants that, for the most part, don't have solar on their own homes because they had a difficult time getting it, but they're very interested in solar. Maybe it was too expensive, or they had a poor siting for it, maybe trees around their home, a bad roof, maybe they have homeowners association agreements, covenants that wouldn't allow them to have solar. Community solar was great, lots of interest. It actually sold out, if you will, in 2 weeks, which is really, really amazing.
Then there are individual homeowners who choose to get power from their own rooftop solar arrays.
Rooftop solar in Mason County has been really a great program. Our people in Mason County are very interested in it. In the last 3 years, our total number of systems have doubled, and the total system size has also doubled.
Rooftop solar arrays in Mason County have been collecting the sun's energy for individual homeowners since 2006. Despite the success story of community and rooftop solar energy generation in Mason County, the state program is running out of capacity to provide continued incentives of up to $5,000 a year from the state for new solar installations. That led to the PUD3 commissioners to call for a moratorium on new solar system installations eligible for the incentives program.
The story of this moratorium is really the story of the PUD3 commissioners protecting the existing solar customers that are here in Mason County. So the people who have chosen, about the 60 or so that already have installed solar on their homes around the county, they were expecting to receive the state incentive up to $5,000 per year based on their solar system's production. But because there is a cap that is in the program based on some of the rules that the state has for the program, we were nearing that cap. Like I mentioned earlier, our systems were doubling in size and doubling in quantity over the last couple of years. And so as we approached that cap, we decided that it would be in the best interest of our existing customers to place a moratorium on new solar installs applying for that incentive to basically kind of protect and safeguard the incentive that is available.
PUD3's Joel Meyer explained the legislative inaction behind the commissioner's moratorium decision.
In the past few legislative sessions, there was a bill that would have extended the cap and also would have extended the state incentive. This last year, the session that ended in earlier this year, the bill was relatively clean. It was basically set up to extend the incentive but also lift the cap. Passed through the House very easily, including votes by our legislators from the 35th District. Wound up in the Senate, and in the Senate it became tied to the debate over the carbon cap initiatives from Governor Inslee. A Stryker amendment was placed on the bill in the Senate, which basically said if the State Department of Ecology implemented carbon cap rules, that it would make this bill null and void. And that's where the bill ended, with that Stryker amendment.
Regardless of the politics at the state level, Holsgrove is optimistic about the future of home solar generation in Mason County.
I don't think solar technology is going away. I think it's a real positive thing, and I think it's going to continue to become more efficient, continue to become more cost effective, and around here we're really keeping our eyes on that because we want to make sure we're supporting our customers who are interested in that as well.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber One News.